Okay, now you can hear me. So for today we are going to go back to the audio I was using before because we are going to be doing a YouTube video and I need the mics for the camera. Okay, I'm going to... Okay. Hallelujah. Here's the, Sorry, I'm a little disjointed today. I am going to be making a belt video today. This is some filming that I need to do. And I figured it'd just be better to do it on the live, and I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we are going to give it a shot. So our camera angles here are going to be very rudimentary. Because I'm going to use this kind of older fashioned tripod that doesn't really have as much of an interesting ability to get cool camera angles, so we're going to be very, very basic today. And I'm going to film a video and yeah, I'm still figuring out how to do everything. Because I want to do videos. I, of course, want to keep doing these lives. And, I gotta keep up with the short form content as well, so it's a little bit to kind of handle everything. Let me turn some lights on. And I'm also, so I'm going to be making a YouTube video, but I'm also going to be using this, I'm also going to be using this video for the Kickstarter campaign I'm doing. So it's all going to be linked together. Yeah, I don't know how making this YouTube video on a live will do. I think I probably already lost everyone who was going to watch because I was 15 minutes late, but it might be worth just doing something else. I don't know. You know what? The important thing is that we're showing up. Doing what we're supposed to be doing every day. And in between clips for this video, I will kind of go into some of the other things that are happening with the business, and I may even go into them on the video. I don't know. Okay. I'm also going to be playing around with different settings for this. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out. So the thing has different like auto modes, and the general auto mode I found wasn't really that great. So I've already tried to film this video. Oh, I just got a weird thing on the... What is that? What is that like? What the heck? I don't know what that was. You know what? You learn something new every day. I mean, it doesn't show that anyone's watching. Who knows? We'll just keep going. Okay. So need to pull this back up. Hello, hello, hello. While I get this set up, I should probably just have it here. Okay. So we got shirt mic. Sun roll, and it's more like a apron mic. Now that I think about it, because we're throwing the apron on, we're gonna make a black belt. I already tried to film this video once. Yeah. Already tried to film this video once, and I accidentally left the furnace on, and I didn't realize how loud it would be for the fancy mic. Man, it was like someone was screaming directly into the microphone constantly. It's insane. But now I know that despite this microphone having like auto gain assist and all the fancy schmancy settings, a really loud furnace is still going to be a really loud furnace. There's no way around it. Okay. Into the pocket it goes. Set these things aside. And I think I have everything I need for this. Okay. Let's see here. Let me get this set back up. I should probably clear this stuff off the work table. And I think I may go ahead and move this camera off just for the video. Or camera. Move this laptop off and maybe set it on my chair or something like that. Should work better. Work harder. Or no, it's actually work smarter, not harder. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. You know, sometimes you just gotta do things, and even though you feel like you're just kind of muddling through that day, you still gotta do shit. You still gotta do what you still gotta do. Okay, we are gonna get moved over onto the chair here. I do believe that shouldn't affect anything. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. So, we are gonna start, I think, well, I kind of wish I had some coffee. I think I'll make a coffee real quick, and we're gonna start with a little coffee drinkage. Hello, 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 new viewer. What's up, Squatch Zone? Good morning. I'm gonna go off the screen for a second. I'm gonna make myself a coffee, so I will be right back. You just hold in there. We're working on a YouTube video today. Okay, thank you for your patience. I'm back. I've got me coffee, and we are going to start this thing with a little bit of light action and coffee action. Alright, she moved right there. I'm going to turn the lights off for a second. As soon as I replace the battery. What's up, Squatch Zone? How are you doing today? I dug that stream that you did the other day. I was on there. You were talking about your visions. That was pretty cool. Okay, we're going to turn Oh, that's better. Okay. Okay, sorry, we had a little mix up. What's up, Daniel? Okay. We're gonna turn this thing off real quick. We're gonna Okay, we got ourselves some cheeky little introduction shots. This is gonna be interesting. So I'm trying to have fun with the filming and kind of letting my creativity come out with that. So let's see. I'm going to move this camera so you can actually see what I'm doing with this. I'm just thinking about other leather workers that I've seen and how they start their videos. This project, in all honesty, doesn't really take, like the belt doesn't take more than probably 30 minutes maximum, but filming it makes it take so much longer. Okay. We're on. Yes, we are. Greetings and salutations, y'all. Today we are going to be working on a belt, and I'm kind of playing around with camera angles and microphones and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, baby. Hello there. So we are going to get this laid on. Yeah, so as well as making this video for YouTube, I'm also going to use this filming for, I'm going to use this footage as part of a Kickstarter video I'm doing for a Kickstarter campaign I'm running to kind of like basically just generate some funds for the business. I figured it would be a good idea to do that. And yes, occasionally I will look down at the laptop and check chat and whatever. I think I should have like I've got an old Samsung phone. It still works, I transitioned back to Apple just because I've got a MacBook, and so having an iPhone makes everything a lot easier. And I feel like I should try and use that to make my to read chat, you know. I feel like that's what I should do. Can you hear me, by the way? I'm trying to keep my voice up because I'm not using the microphone that I got for live streaming. Ironically, I'm using it on the camera for this video. Maybe this wasn't a good idea to do both things at the same time, but yeah, we're trying it out. That's... Oh. Audio is a little low. Okay, how's it now? Obviously, I mean, I'm closer. Let me go further away, and then we can see how it is. Okay, so here I'm all the way behind the laptop. How does it sound now? Opa. Yeah, today is a little bit, Mondays are better. Okay, awesome. Mondays are a little bit slow for me because I got more to do in the morning before I do the live, and so Mondays and Fridays. So I'm always like moving slow, a little slower, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do a black belt. It's all gonna be. It's gonna be good. I think I'll just pull out the leather and start chatting up the camera. So let me move back around to here, and you can watch as I do this. Cool. All right, so like I said, we are going to be doing a black belt, and today we're going to be using Walpur's Rocky leather. This Walpur is a tannery in Tuscany, Italy, and I've got to say, this is definitely one of the nicest leathers I've personally used when it comes to like belt making. It's super consistent on the flesh side and on the top ring, which is really, really nice. And it's got these like really cool natural marks kind of going throughout the side, which I think, well, throughout the double shoulder, this is quite a side. that I think is like really, it just makes for very cool pieces when you cut it out of this. Let me make sure that you can see, because this camera is notorious for having fucking never being in focus. Switch you to okay, you should be in focus now. Okay, so we're setting up a cool shot here. I may cut this out, I don't know. We shall see. We're gonna start off by using our strap cutter, which I'm gonna show you in a second. We're going to use our strap cutter to very, very easily strap out 1.5 inch wide piece, which is like the standard for belts. Okay, so this is the strap cutter, and honestly, this is probably one of my favorite tools, just for the satisfying step that it is. So I got it set to 1.5 inches. Actually, I gotta make some slight adjustments here. So you can see there's the measurements there. Let me just tighten it a little bit. Make sure. That's good, that's good. So, watch. We're gonna just... We've got it. I've got a straight edge cut out on this piece. And all we're gonna do is pull. Oh, better move our water bottle. And when you're at the end, you want to give it a quick, hard pull. Because if you get to the end and you do it slowly, it'll want to kind of wag out like that. And then you'll have to recut that to be straight. So give a good, hard pull. And there we go. We got a good straight cut. You bought some BBs? Oh! That's actually pretty smart. I've been meaning to make some leather weights. Are you just like putting them in like little pouches made out of leather, or how are you doing that? Curious. Oh lordy! I've got these like these are tops of shoe anvils, and I've picked up 3 in different sizes from like antique stores, and they're pretty heavy. They're cast iron, and it works pretty well for me as weights. Oppa! Ooh, pizza. You're gonna hear a lot of weird things as I talk. Things that I say or that my family says that like doesn't make sense to literally anyone else who hears it, but we all know what we're saying. Like for coffee we say coffee. For some reason, I don't know why. What else? What other weird things? Oh, I say OBKB instead of OK. There's an actual story behind that one. What else? Do you guys remember the browser Ask Jeeves? Well, in Serbian, when you, instead of saying cheers, when you clink glasses together, you say živli, especially for our, like, special drink, which is called šljivo, which is basically plum brandy. We have it in these little, like, mini beakers called čokančić. And whenever you clink čokančić together, or any glass, whatever you're drinking, you say živli. And my older siblings, because they grew up with the browser Ask Jeeves, they have always said Ask Jeeves instead of živli, like Ask Jeeves. And so that's something we say for some reason. All the things. Little rectangular bags. Nice. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about having leather rolled is that I have to deal with it. I have to deal with it, like, being all wavy. Okay. Okay, so now I've got two steps that we do after the strapping is done. So the first one, I'm going to flip this camera around. The first one is this here. Let me try and get this to focus here. Come on, camera. Oh, no? Okay. Good thing all this will be cut out. The first tool we're going to use is a stitch groover. I got this from Barry King Tools. You don't have to get a fancy one. You just, you can go to your local Tandy Leather, get one. I love the brown and the brass, and it matches my tools from Little King Supply. So what we do is we put a decorative groove line on the belt, and then after that, speaking of Little King Supply, it's one of his tools. I love this like brass thing on. He does this on his tools. I don't know if he still does it, but like, looks so cool. So this is number 3 beveler, and once we groove, we're gonna bevel on both sides and burnish. And probably before we burnish or bevel, we're going to punch out the holes and do the ends and whatever. Yeah, which, if you ever get the opportunity to buy some new hand tools, I highly recommend you check out Little King Supply and Barry King Tools. They both make like super awesome tools. Yeah. Time to get a little more Covfefe into my dome. I freaking love espresso. A nice little, just pulled a quick double from my machine. Definitely, that's something I'm always looking to get into new hobbies, and that's definitely a hobby that I've always wanted to get into, is like being super fancy with coffee. Because there's some really, really cool machines where, like manual machines, where it's literally, there's no electricity to it. You put the little coffee pot on the top, but like you fill it up with grounds. You put it at the top, and then you have to pour boiling water into the top of the machine. And then you literally, it's a hand press, and you press out your coffee. And it's supposed to make the best espresso. And I've always wanted to get one. Unfortunately, in order to get that, I would also have to get like a little electric kettle, because I don't want to have to heat up water in a teapot every time I want to have espresso. We're going to lower this tripod down a little bit so that I can have all the way lens to table view. This is probably my favorite view for doing this, for filming belt making, because it always looks so cool. You guys will see from this video, I'm going to try and do this, I'm definitely going to upload it this week. But yeah, you'll see, it's such a cool way of filming making a belt. Okay, now probably overlay some cool music or something over this. But I would say the only bad thing about filming it in this way is that it's not a very good angle for me to actually do the step. Alrighty then. Okay. I think I'm gonna, let's see. I think I'm gonna be a little adventurous here and put the tripod on the table and do a little overhead action. One of the benefits of this tripod. Now, the thing I don't usually have to worry about when I have a phone on this tripod is this thing completely falling over because the camera's so heavy. And if it's given the opportunity, I know this son of a bitch is he's gonna definitely fall over. So I'm gonna try and make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, we're gonna set it back to auto focus. Move this goober into the middle. Okay, you can still see me. Good stuff. A little more coffee. There's one thing I know in this life, it's that you can never have enough caffeine. It's probably not a good life motto, but it's the one I'm going with. Imagination. I made a reel and a YouTube short that I thought would do really well. It did better on YouTube, but it had like the new Wonka sound. It was like, come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. And I overlaid making a belt, and oh, I loved it, and then it did terrible. And yet this little crappy shot of me skiving a belt got like over 1.6 million views on Facebook and Instagram. And I don't know. It's always the ones we don't think is going to do well that do freaking amazing, and the ones we put our effort into are the ones that just tank. Alright, so we are marking for the holes now. So this is called the shorty, and all it is this end is the adjustment hole end, this end is a buckle end. You just meet them together and make one pattern out of it. And that way you don't have too many different pieces kind of banging around or whatever. So yeah, I'm tracing out this at this end, and then I'll show you how we measure for belt size. Okay, so I've got the marks in there, and I have a cutting mat that goes up to 36 inches. We are going to be making a 38 belt, because that's my waist size, which means it's literally 38 inches in length from the center hole, which is this one, to the middle of the oblong. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put the center of the oblong at 36 inches, and then all we're going to do, I know these holes are 2 inches apart, 1 inch apart, so if I put this hole, you can't even see, let me move you around. Okay. If I put this hole here, which is 2 inches from this hole, at 0, then we will get to 38 inches. Now, all I'm going to do here to start off with is I'm going to mark the end of this pattern. Okay? So now I can always realign this if it kind of wags around a little bit. But I'm I'm just moving it, so now it's kind of in the center, and we want to make sure that this is okay. And I like to give 7 inches of adjustment, which is 3 in either direction from the center hole. Okay. Now we're going to move over to the punch table. We're going to get this punched out. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. Let's turn on the light. We're going to get you moved. A little harder to move this one around. Again, it's a little more old school, but that's why I'm using the newer one for the video, because I want to be able to get all the cool shots. I mean, honestly, we're like 50% of the way done with the project. I also have some exciting news for like exciting business news. I have sent a sample box, it should be arriving today, to one of my favorite stores in Los Angeles. Last time I was there was a few years ago. They do jeans and they do classic Americana fashion, especially for men. And what was I going to say? And I talked to them on the phone. Sorry, my brain just stopped working for a second. I talked to them on the phone a few days ago, and I'm very, very excited because they agreed to take a look. They were excited, actually. At least the guy I talked to on the phone was excited. Because he said they're always looking for new, third-party vendors and makers and whatnot to feature in their store. And so essentially what I'm saying is I'm going to be, hopefully, I keep trying not to say hopefully, and instead I just try and act as if. I will be getting into this store. I think they're going to go for the belts. So I sent 2 belts, one in black, one in brown, and I also sent, actually I'm talking to this camera as if you guys. So I sent 2 belts, one black, one brown. I also sent one of those minimalist wallets I've shown occasionally in every color that I make them in. And it should be getting to their store by 6 o'clock in the evening at the latest. So it's very exciting. And that could be a big turning point. I'm also going to call a couple of other stores here in Chicago. One I'm actually literally 20 minutes away from. Another one is in Chicago. I'm going to call both of them. So hopefully I should be able to get some stuff going And then I'm also doing the Kickstarter. So, in my eyes, it's like, okay, something's bound to happen, you know? It's like if I do enough stuff, something is bound to happen. Okay, so we're over here at the punch table, and I've got a 12 by 12 quartz slab, a little 6 by 6 punch pad, and it's on a vintage butcher block. So I'm going to go ahead, first I'm going to shorten this strap to its length with my English point. And, you know, you can use a round end instead. I personally like the English point. And I really like how like the groove line just kind of continues. Just like that, I think it's cool. Okay, so we can set this guy aside, and I'm gonna go ahead and point the other end. And this I don't have a mark to go off of, so. But I do want to get fairly close to this, to where the hole is going to be. I don't want a huge tab on the bend back because it'll end up just like curling under and being uncomfortable and being a little bit of a nuisance. So, and just do our best to kind of center the point. All right, and that's actually almost perfect. Cool. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the oblong. And then we're gonna do these holes. So a little tip for belt makers. If you're using Chicago screws like I am, at least for the ones that I use, the post likes a bigger hole on the back side than it does on the front side. So I use, what is this? This is 3/16 is the hole. So I like to use that on this side, on the back side, make nice big holes. Or just make everything easier later on. And then I like to just go down one size to 5/32, and this is going to be the front side, and that should fit the Chicago screws perfectly. And always take extra time when you're using your punch to make sure you get that center, because I'm telling you, you're going to see it if it's not center. And other people with sharp eyes will see it. And that could be the deciding factor on whether someone decides to make a purchase with you or not. Always take your time and double check. Okay. So you see how that's going to come together. And I'm actually going to do a color that I want to do for this, for the buckle. So typically, like traditionally, I think, you would go with silver hardware on a black belt. But I personally really like the brass hardware. And so I'm considering going with a brass instead. I think it's cool. Plus, you know, I mean, I can always change it out later. Okay, and same with this, especially with these holes. Take some extra time. Chill out. Make sure everything is centered. Now, if you're off by like a 32nd of an inch, no one's going to really notice, but you don't want to be off by more than that. And if you get big enough, you can get a tool, a little hand crank tool, that you put the strap in and you set the whole distance and size, and it does it. One of my dream tools from Weaver Leather. It's such a cool tool. I've watched people do it before. It just looks so satisfying. You know, that old Weaver Leather, they've got some pretty cool tools in their master tool line. I've got their clicker press. Holy crap, they literally made a clicker press out of structural steel. And it's made in the US, which is cool because you don't find a lot of machines like that, like new ones that are made in the US. Obviously you can find vintage, but you know, you've got the problems with vintage. One, someone could charge a lot. Two, they're hard to find. And three, you never know what state or condition they're going to be in. I've got a couple of vintage sewing machines that I wish to God Almighty that I could use, but I don't have the head knowledge, nor do I have the time or the money to have someone fix them or fix them myself. But I've got a couple of pre-World War II machines that I would love to use. One is an Italian machine and one is an old Singer. And they're freaking awesome, but... Okay. Also, for the people on YouTube, we're going to do a little bit of self-promotion action here. So, we are currently live streaming this video making process and making the belt and everything. So, we've got our boys over there. Hello, 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 hello. I'll switch it over to the chat. Hello, say hi to the YouTube people. What's up? We got 3 whole viewers on. So yeah, we're live streaming. So if you were ever curious on what a day in the shop with me is like, I live stream 5 days a week, so you can get a really good idea. So yeah, check it out if if it's interesting to you. Monday, Friday, 11:30 a.m. CST, and Tuesday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. CST. So, yeah. We're going to get switched over and stop this promotion. Wow! Shadoop! Okay. Whoa. I almost accidentally deleted that clip. That would have been catastrophic. And actually, we're not done yet, because we're now going to put the size number on there, which is just a nice little personal touch I like to do. I'm actually getting better at this whole camera action. Which is pretty cool. Okay, so we're not actually done with this portion yet,
because now we got to put our sizing number on. So this is a 38, and I want to make sure that it's upright when someone's holding the belt like this. So we've got these vintage number stamps that actually it's part of a set with this mallet. Notch means bottom, and so I'm going to just go ahead and stamp a 3 and an 8 in there. And I think I'm also going to go ahead and throw in my initials. We're going to go ahead and restamp the 8 just to be a little. You know what? No, it's fine. It's fine. This is for me. Okay. Now I'm going to pull out. I haven't used these guys in a while, but same as the number stamps, these are letter stamps. And over for the live streaming people. So I'm going to do my initials, which are N. I could do NRA, because technically my middle name is Robert. So I could do NRA, which I think would be very comical. But I'm just going to do NRA, or NA. So yeah, we're going to switch back over so you guys can actually see. I apologize. We're going to go with an N, and an A. So I go backwards, right? And no, I am not concerned that the number and letter stamps are not centered. Because I think it looks cool when they're a little wonky. I think it kind of gives the vibe that I'm going for with the stamps. Like, okay, well, that was a little close, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. Yeah, so that was a little close with the NA, but that's okay. I still think it's gonna look cool. So, I mean, we're almost done here. Now we're gonna have to throw on a keeper, and then put the Chicago screws in, and we're done. Oh, wait, no, what am I saying? I'm not done yet, because actually, I need to do the beveling. Wow, I'm all over the place here. I need to do the beveling, and... Opa. Get it moved over here. Sorry for the movement. I need to do the beveling and the burnishing. So, okay. So let's get moved on over here. And I'll take a second to read the chat. Okay. Hello. Okay. I'm just getting catched up here, or caught up here. Oh. um. Okay, Daniel. In my language, when something says it's sick, when someone says that's sick, it's really cool. I didn't mean it's bad. I meant it's really cool. So that's just something that Americans say, or at least my generation. My generation says that's sick or that's dope, and it just means it's cool. So I was not. Your videos are cool. I've been sharing them on Instagram, trying to get people to come over and subscribe to you. Getting a Tipman boss, and yesterday my nephew gave me a bench belt disc sander. Ooh. That's okay. And yeah, I'm totally good with you leaving me constructive criticism. That's what I always ask for. I'm always trying to improve my process. So yeah, sorry for the miscommunication. That's funny. Okay, we're gonna get back to the other thing. Yeah, let's go. Oh, and now my knees. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Oh, and my microphone is low battery. So we shall see how far I actually get in this video. I might not complete it today. But yeah, so now we're going to be beveling. Okay, so now we are going to be beveling. Yeah, I'm all over the place with the steps. So, like I showed before, number 3 beveler, and we're just going to go This freaking bevels like butter. It's awesome. Okay, now we bevel the back side. Actually, I think I might set you up for a cooler. A little bit of a cooler. Okay, so it's beveled. My mind stopped working for a second. Now we're going to burnish, and I'm simply going to use water, a rag, some water, and then burnisher. Okay, my microphone is on. Sorry, I was reading the chat. My my microphone is on low battery. So I know we've only been, we've been going for over an hour. That's actually pretty good. I may end it here and then film the rest in a little bit. Yanks can be confusing. Hey, I'm not 100% Yankee, okay? I've got family in Alabama. That's where my true home is, I would say. I can't stand the noise here is insane. I don't know why I don't just move down to Alabama. It's so peaceful and quiet. I'm actually going down there next weekend. I'm very, very excited. I like to be able to just go down there and chill sometimes for like a few days. Visit my family. My grandma lives literally out in the middle of nowhere, and it's my favorite thing in the world. Yeah, I don't know. My microphone, like, for the video is about to run out of battery. Yeah, Squatch Zone, go. Everyone who's on the thing, which is 2 other people, go subscribe to Daniel. He's making some cool shit. Okay, yeah. I think I'm going to end it off today, and I'll probably do the rest of this video like later today, and you'll see the video this week. I also finally ordered magnet snaps. I went a little crazy. I ordered 100 sets because I use them all the time, and I did not want to run out. So I ordered 100 sets, and I also ordered some more thread for the bag. So tomorrow we're going to be back to working on the bag, which I'm very excited because now I think we're going to be doing some chiseling, and I think chiseling and then a little bit of gluing and sewing, we're done. So I think so. I think we could get this done this week, which I'm very excited. Very, 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 very excited. Yeah, Daniel, I would say the one thing I would say for your videos is thus far I've seen you like show the finished product. If you can somehow show even just quick little shots each step of the way through the product making process, I think that that's really what people want to see. That would be my only comment with that. Otherwise, your work looks great, and the little videos that you've been doing look great. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Peace.